Secretary Hegseth is inviting military leaders from all around the country on Tuesday. Will you also be there?
From all around the country to what?
To Virginia. He's inviting the generals and admirals to Virginia for a big meeting.
Well, I know. I love it. I mean, I think it's great. Let him be friendly. Let him be friendly with the generals and admirals from all over the world. Why? Is there something? No, but is there something wrong with it?
And what is it about? Will you be there personally as well? And what is it about?
Well, I'll be there if they want me, but why is that such a big deal? You act like this is a bad thing. Isn't it nice that people are coming from all over the world to be with us?
It's not particularly unusual that generals who report to the Secretary of War and then to the President of the United States are coming to speak with the Secretary of War. I think it's odd that you guys have made it into such a big story.
Is it a big story? I mean, is it?
I don't think it is, sir.
I would think it's no, but isn't it a good story? I mean, you know,
or any number of picket defense contractor-in-chief was focused. Prime of your life to raise your right hand. Whose lives were forever altered. This is a big day for our country, a big day in the world.
States are coming to speak with the Secretary of War. It's actually not unusual at all, and I think it's...
And a lot of generals want to be here, and they want to look at they're also going to be touring equipment sites. They're going to be talking about the newest weapons, etc., etc. Now called Secretary of War. Does everybody like the name? I do.
Yeah. That I've reviewed, it says things were not where they were supposed to be. And how I was able to bring not only
this visit to Busan and the successful integration of
presence of U.S. troops in our hemisphere, and that's why developing the Golden Dome for America.
The House will be in order.
We have a healthier country than I thought. And we are just getting started.
There's going to be a government shutdown?
Could be, yeah, because the Democrats are crazed. They don't know what they're doing. But I'd always see politicians say, we will lower your taxes. These guys, they campaign on raising your taxes, but they want to raise taxes very substantially.
Well, the one thing they're concerned about, I mean, look, Republicans have total control of Washington. You guys have control of the House, the Senate, there's you.
Well, when you say control, so we need 60 votes for this, and we have 53 Republicans, so we need 7 Democrats.
we have an opportunity
It seems like an indictment of James Comey.
to say, well, at the end of the day, we don't think they would have.
Jasmine Crockett recently...
Jasmine Crockett. Remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person. I mean, if we ever had to pass an aptitude test, that's the one should take one, because she shouldn't even be in the crowd. So I have no idea what you're going to, but I don't think we should waste our time. This is a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson, between her and Ilhan Omar and the group. You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he said, I don't want her. Okay, what else? Go ahead. You want? Let's hear what Crockett said. Go ahead.
She compared ICE raids to slave patrol. I want to ask you...
To slave?
To slave patrol. I want to ask you if you think that there should be consequences for members of Congress who make these types of comparisons or use this type of language.
Well, I think she's gone over the line, and I think a lot of the people... Look, the Democrats have become radical left lunatics. They have policies that nobody's going to buy.
Will they sign a deal on
Mr. President, furloughs are very typical when the government shuts down. Why is the administration directing federal layoffs of federal workers this time around?
Well, this is all caused by the Democrats. They asked us to do something that's totally unreasonable. They never change. They want to give money away to illegally, people that entered our country illegally. They want to give them massive federal money. The radical left is causing the problem. They're out of control. They're saying things, and they're really dumb people. The radical left is causing this problem. Not the right, the radical left. And it's going to get worse. I mean, bad things happen when they play these games. And I'll give you a little clue. The right is a lot tougher than the left. They're not doing it, and they better not get them energized, because it won't be good for the left. And I don't want to see that happen either. I'm the president of all the people. It'll be a point where other people won't take it anymore, and that will not be good for the radical left, and we don't want that. The fake news did a big number on me today, Scott, where the numbers were very high, right?
The economic numbers were off the charts, sir.
Unfortunately, right? Because this is the only country in the world where you announce great numbers and the stock market goes down. Because when you announce great numbers, they immediately want to take that success away by raising the interest rates. This is the only country in the world. Could you just tell them what the number was? And how
it was 3.88% growth, the biggest in years.
But isn't it crazy? So I saw the market was down a little bit today. I mean, in all fairness, I don't feel guilty because we've set every record you can imagine. But it was down, and I say, oh, the numbers must be good. This is during, but a little bit of the heavy, the really success and the money pouring into our country through the tariffs. But I don't want to, every time we have good numbers, say, let's take all the juice out by raising interest rates. It's so backwards. It's so backwards.
For the commercial transaction between the investor group.